Hello, hello, my beautiful Capricorns. Welcome to Transformation Time with Lily or Tarot by Lily, where I'm going to be doing weekly readings for you and monthly readings. But right now we're doing weeklies, and I want to let you know that the way that I read is intuitive. I hear things, I see things, I feel things, and those are the additional messages that I share with you. Um, It's a lot of fun. I laugh a lot, even though it may feel like it's at your expense, it's really not. And I'm really here to enjoy myself and have fun with you. So if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to um, comment below. Also, please, if this because I'm relaunching the page. If you can like and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I read for you or whenever I have a new video that drops. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. What I do first is I pull an oracle card. This is my Isis Oracle deck, so it is a little bit witchy. But it is a great deck. It's based on a lot of love and a lot of spiritual Egyptian practices. So I really love these cards. It gives me insights and it kind of rounds out the reading. It kind of gives us a summary of what it is that's happening in your world. Um, so don't forget to like and subscribe. If you are interested, also, please don't hesitate to join my free community. And you'll find that information in my bio. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pull your first oracle card. With the oracle cards, I just pull one and then I hold it until the end of the reading. That's too many. I'm sorry. That was three. We ain't got that kind of time. So let's go ahead and see what we're doing here. Oh, we got one. Okay. The card is the Temple of Black Obsidian, the Dark Healing Chamber. That's a great card. I really like this card. So this gives me, wow, that's beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's happening in your world. I'm going to use another deck here. My beautiful Capricorn. Say hello, hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I am in Florida, in the Treasure Coast in Florida. And if you would like a personal reading, certainly my email is there. I'll send you a link to my booking page. I'm not sure if I put my booking page up. Maybe I should do that. Okay. So once the first card falls, I lay the spread, and the spread that I'm doing is a Celtic cross spread. So let's see what comes out for you, my beautiful Capricorn. Wow, you just want to talk in packs. That's the second time I get like a pack of cards that wants to come out. There we go. All right. So if I need to clarify, I'll go ahead and clarify. But if I don't, if it's pretty straightforward, then I won't. But I usually do if I want to seek confirmation on what I'm saying in a specific area. So let's go ahead and tap in. We have the beautiful Nine of Cups. You're either drinking too much or you're super content. So you see, so this is Lil's world. Okay. So the first card here is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is a beautiful card of you tapping into that intuition, right? She's also a secret keeper, right? She holds a Torah on her forearm and she cloaks it. And so she's keeping some secrets. But this is definitely tapping into your intuition. And the challenge that you're having is some internal conflict here. It may be others, but really it's yourself. Oh, what just came through was, and this might not be for everyone, there's some belief systems that are holding you up, that are tying you down. There's some belief systems here with this five of wands that are not allowing you to see the fullness of what is taking place in your life because the High Priestess is a super spiritual card. It is you being in tune with yourself, seeing the duality of life, right? The negative and the positive, the black and the white, right? Is seeing that and recognizing it, but not being led by fear, right? But being led by your intuition. And your intuition, the only way to be led by your intuition is to, well, it's a process to understand what is coming through you, what you are telling yourself. And, there's two ways to kind of look at this, right? When we have clear communication coming from our higher self, infinite intelligence, God, however you like to perceive it, when you have that information coming through, flowing through you, then you've definitely done some inner child healing. If you can't hear clearly, right? If you're second guessing yourself, if you're wondering if you're going in the right direction, if the duality of life, right, the negative and the positive is holding you up right now, I'm really strongly feeling that it's because of a belief system that you're holding, right? So, just to give you an example, when I first started doing what I'm doing today, I had some beliefs because I grew up a certain way, right? I grew up in the church, I grew up Catholic and then Christian and then Catholic again, right? And so, in most cases, religion has told us that this is not from a place of love, right? This is evil. And so, I had to take some time to come to my own understanding, right? And there are some things that are happening within you. You're holding some secrets at bay right now. I feel that are holding some truth, but there is a belief that is holding you back. And not just a belief, but also a behavior. So it's about taking a look at your patterns and how you're doing things, right? Because for the most part, you go from A to Z very methodically. And what I'm feeling here is that this is more spiritual. This is more spiritually led. And you're saying, okay, well, some of the things that might be happening in your head is you might be saying to yourself, oh, but I don't have the time to wait for that information to go through. So I'm going to do anyway, right? And then it's not working out for you the way that you want it to. Um, and so there is some sort of a conflict happening here. This is duality. This is working in the light and in the shadow. And there's something about working in that space that you're not really allowing yourself that there's conflict. It's a challenge. It's becoming a challenge because at the basis of the situation, what you really want is just reciprocity, equal give and take. You want to have an equal give and take. Okay. In the position of of your past, you have the Three of Pentacles, very stable energy. This is also about some announcements that were made. So let me go ahead and go back to that. So yeah, this is about stability, knowing that you are stable, or have felt stable, but you are, right? Because it is in the past position. It is a Three of Pentacles. Those three pentacles are holding up a Gothic church wall, right? The side of a wall, the entrance of a Gothic church. It's a Three of Pentacles. So it's very solid, very stable, very strong, sturdy. I mean, we got the churches, still erect today from that period. So understand that you're stable. You are stable, but you're having, some anxiety. There's some anxiety happening here for you because it feels to me like there was some sort of a loss happening. This is the Five of Cups. What's coming through me right now is if this is what I'm hearing, and it may not be for everyone. It's okay to like mourn the past, Capricorn, because that's what I feel that's happening here. There's some sort of mourning going on of a loss. There's some sort of a loss that happened here, and you may be blaming yourself, you know? And this could be a person, place, or thing, a job, Um, you're kind of blaming yourself. You got wrapped up because the Five of Cups is, these three spilled cups here, but there's two cups behind you so that you can turn around and you can take those two cups and keep moving forward, right? So in the position of what you cannot see is the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is riding very, very fast. And these are some thoughts. So, the feeling that I'm getting here is like you're playing out a scenario over and over and over again in your head. And it's creating this anxiety here. It's creating a lot of pain. And this could be something that happened 5 years ago, 9 months ago, 5 months ago, but you're still ruminating over it. Whatever it wasn't your fault. In the position of what you cannot see that's coming towards you is, this energy of burying your head in work, right? This is the Eight of Pentacles, and a lot of people, a lot of readers read this card as like an apprentice card or something like that. I see it and I feel it here in the position of what you cannot see is you using your work as a distraction. In the position of your hopes and your fears is the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, I'm sorry, the King of Swords. That is a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. These are swords. So you have 1, 2, 3 swords cards. And the hope is that you can balance these energies out, right? And your fear is that you can't. So here's what I want you to kind of like take a moment to really identify, right? Like what is the feeling that you're feeling right now? What is the most intense feeling, right? Your mind is going to, when I say that to you, your mind is going to say your thoughts, right? You're going to go to your thoughts, what you're thinking, right? But I want you to take a moment and take a step back, and I want you to do a little body scan. And where are you feeling it in your body? Because your thoughts are creating a feeling in your body. And that is absorbing, right? Your body is absorbing what your mind is processing, and it hurts. So check in your body. Where is it? Is it in your head? Is it in your throat? Is it in your chest? Is it in your solar plexus? I mean, go through your chakras because there is some discomfort here and you're being asked to kind of like balance yourself out, and you're trying to, but it really is hard. So also go to my playlist, and in my playlist, there is a 30-minute meditation. It's called Ho'oponopono. And just listen to that. It is a simple prayer. It is, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And it's a little meditation just to help you come back to yourself, because I really do feel with all these swords cards here and you're being an earth energy. I feel that you're too much in your mind, that it's time to kind of like figure out, where am I feeling? Whenever you're feeling disconnected or whenever you're really feeling like you're in your head too much, ask yourself, where is my body feeling the impact of my thoughts? It is not your fault. Whatever happens is not your fault. The outcome here is the Empress. The outcome here is a really beautiful outcome. The Empress is the queen of all queens. She oversees all of the queens, but she is super abundant. She is super abundant. And, this is the opportunity for you to really start to kind of give yourself the opportunity to luxuriate a little bit. Like, give yourself the time to pamper yourself and luxuriate a little bit. Like, sit in a tub with some Epsom salt or salt, bath salt, whatever. But this is kind of like time to kind of ground yourself, because you're way too much in your head. And if you do that right, and even if it's in the shower, if you don't have time for a bath, which you should anyway, um, when you stand in your shower, allow the water, after you've bathed yourself with the water, to rinse you off of all of the negativity that you're currently feeling, and give you a fresh perspective. Give yourself the opportunity to gain a fresh perspective by allowing the water to cleanse you as you take a shower. And listen, right? Listen to the whole Ho'oponopono while you're in the shower, focusing on yourself. Okay. All right. I'm going to go to the Temple of the Black Obsidian, Temple of Black Obsidian, the Dark Healing Chamber. There is some healing here for you, because it feels to me like you've been going through a lot. So I'm going to pause, put on my glasses, and read for you. All right. I'll be back. All righty, here we go. Okay, the Temple of Black Obsidian, the Dark Healing Chamber. Beloved initiate, the most challenging task is not to confront an external enemy, but to take courage in both hands and journey within, to meet your own dark self and begin the healing task of bringing love, acceptance, and light to it. That is the sacred purpose of any enemy, within or without, to bring us more deeply into our own being as we seek to find and heal the darkness within. Yes, it is coming through you, but there is a time to heal here. So, I didn't do it for the last one, so don't tell Saji that I did this. Well, I read for them like 3 times, so it's okay. Before I could get their video out. So here we go. The Temple of Black Obsidian is ruthlessly honest, is a ruthlessly honest place of raw love and healing, truly profound and lasting. Deep relief and transformation can occur here. Black obsidian is protective and revealing. It will prevent harm. It will prevent harm from external or internal forces, but it will also reveal that which has been lurking in the shadows of the self, trying to avoid being brought out into the open for fear of condemnation. The biggest challenge we face as entering the Temple of Black Obsidian is our unwillingness to love and accept all parts of us. The initiate who is invited to enter the Temple of Black Obsidian enters into his or her own shadow. Okay. The part of us that is hidden from our own awareness and is usually only experienced in relationships to others, quite often as projection. Lady Isis, as the dark priestess of the Temple of Black Obsidian, invites you now to confront the parts of your own ego that you've denied previously. Why? Because in doing so, you will gain more freedom, come to know yourself more fully, and you will find the life experience opportunities, relationships, and breakthroughs that you have been unable to reach. Breakthroughs that you have been unable to reach will suddenly become available to you. The chamber itself leads to the light chamber, but one cannot avoid the initiation of the Temple of Black Obsidian on the path of more light. Isis will assist you in preparing for the journey to encourage you to not allow yourself to become your own worst enemy. Most of the fear we have before the dark chamber of healing is the fear of our own self-criticism and rejection. Isis declares that readiness for the dark chamber requires a willingness to exercise non-judgment, compassion, and readiness to accept the self in all expressions. To safely enter the dark chamber and be healed, you must be prepared to give yourself love unconditionally. You must be able to recognize judgment that you hold towards yourself not as truth, but as old patterns. This is the successful initiation of the dark chamber, is truly an advanced stage of soul development. The heart has become willing to love unconditionally, and the initiate must be able to witness feelings that arise with kindness and acceptance, but not fall into them, overwhelmed, crushed, or deflated by any darkness found within. It is worth a challenge because finding peace from pain, self-criticism, self-doubt, fear, and self-judgment through healing is a temple, in this temple is a gift beyond measure. And there is a little mantra here for you to follow. And if you're interested, I would be more than happy to send it to you to help you through this trying time, because that's kind of what I felt with the High Priestess. This is an initiation, into your higher truth. And there are some beliefs and patterns that you are holding back, as I stated before. But you will emerge as the Empress. That is the outcome. Going through this is a healing process. You're not going through this because you're being tormented or tortured or the universe has something, a vendetta against you. It's because it's time for you to grow. And this was what I'm finding across the board in all of my readings. It is time for us to continue to grow in our walk. We can only be in the space that we're in for so long, and now it's time to expand. That's why I've relaunched my YouTube page from 7 years ago. I haven't posted anything on YouTube. And this is my first time back. And I have to tell you, the reason I have felt a big impression in my heart to help you all, right, begin to unravel some of those things that are really happening within you and help you grow from them. Not to stifle you because you've been stifled enough. It's time to grow. It's time to keep going. Again, this is a deeply spiritual card. And the way that we look at spirituality versus, other people is, and I can't say other people, right? Uh, we have a dogmatic society, and dogma keeps us captive. Dogma keeps us in shackles. And when I started in this journey, my whole thing was is I want to know the truth. I just want to know the truth. And the truth came. because at the end of the day, we're energy. We are all energy. Our experience is an energetic experience. Yes, we see each other in the 3D. You know, you get to see me in my glasses. You get to see your computer or your phone that you're holding. You know, we have these experiences that make us feel that things are solid, but nothing is solid. Everything is energy. It's because of particle and wave, and of course, the spectrum of light that we can see all of the things that we see, and we can feel all of the things that we feel. But we're being asked to go deeper. And so, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I have a course if you're interested. It's called The Magic of Co-Creation. I'll send you some information. My email is in the description, not in, but it is in my bio, in my profile. All right, my beautiful Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here with me. I love you, and I'll see you on the other side.